Hi and great blessings to you. This is Two Dolphins, spiritual healer, advisor, channeler, intuitive reader, your online friend, whatever title you kindly would like to give me. And I'm doing this recording from a dedicated corner of my garden. But we are also very close to the sea, actually. We are not far from the beach. So, as you can hear, the seagulls are everywhere because it's their family life season, and they are guarding their nests and they are talking to their nestlings, and it can get really mad sometimes. So this is one of the several attempts to record this video because of the natural sounds, and but it's still beautiful. It's about life. And because it's gonna be a series of video recordings on the mysticism or spiritual side of death and dying and transition and grief and how bereavement affects human souls, I think it's very fitting to sit in nature, to sit in life, and then take in everything that is part of life, because we can't really approach death and dying and grief, I think, without unifying ourselves with the essence of life. In other words, because we live in a polar world, I almost said a bipolar world, but it's kind of true. Like, I know, bipolar, the term is used regarding mental illness, but indeed this earthly plane is quite bipolar. And probably one of the basic experiences of being a human is understanding and accepting that it is bipolar. There are always two extremes or two poles. And even when we are about to talk about death and dying and transition, we can only, sorry, it was the dog, we can only think of death in the light of life, because they are kind of opposites. And even from the biological point of view, a dead being is a non-being. A dead being is a being that is not living anymore. So it's kind of like, if life is the one sign, then death is the zero sign. Sorry, it's just the dog is chasing some bees. So this is what I wanted to start with, that I think even accepting that this is a kind of world in which everything has a beginning, and so everything has an ending as well. It can be a kind of grief, because I don't know about you, but if you can remember that when you were a little child and you discovered that there is such phenomena as death, like when you became aware of death, even if it was the death of a little bird or a bug, but my dog started to dig really heavily. I think he's getting what we are talking about, because he's already digging a hole. So if you recall when you were little, and if you can recall your first consciousness or awareness of death, I think that in itself was a kind of grief, because we had to accept that certain things that we like will end one day. Or it can be even just understanding the meaning of end as the end of playtime, maybe, or the end of an activity that we really like to do. So in just this brief first video, I just wanted to start to think about, you know, the end and our first memories on serious digging going on, and our first memories of things ending. And how was it for you? When did you first meet the fact that living things end, or even activities end? And I will soon be with you with another video.